Irony, guys. Irony is the word that comes to mind when I look at Drakkar Intense, the latest release, 2022. Yep, by Guy Laroche. Guy Laroche. He was his house was one of the places that who's that Issey Miyake how to say interned in back in the day, right, in Paris. So yep, he's got that what do you call it, that kind of name as well. um, he's I think Drakkar Noir was of course his crowning achievement. He was I mean, I'm talking about Guy Laroche. Guy Laroche did have some perfumes under his name. I mean, of course, the perfumer is different, but usually when a perfume comes out in a particular brand, for example, Issey Miyake, what else? There's so many, right? John Waters, literally every other fashion house is by somebody, right? Although the perfume is different, usually the the person, the name, for example, here Guy Laroche would have some say in what comes out, right? Of course, it will go through his nose. He want to maintain his vision for his house and so on. Usually, that's the case. Of course, certain houses which are very over commercialized, they will just knock out a perfume every a couple of months and so on. But usually, when the founder is alive, and especially if they're starting out, you tend to get some input from the founder. Okay, but now of course everything is gone with the wind. This is under L'Oreal brand now, and back in the day, when Guy Laroche was around, he came up with not that many perfumes actually. The original Drakkar in 1972, J. Oz, sorry for my pronunciation, 1977, and 82 was our legend Drakkar Noir, and then it had a few other 86. 93, and then 99, I think it was the last one, Drakkar Dynamic. He died I think in 1989. Okay, 93 there's something called Horizon, and few, so there's about 6 or 7 perfumes that was made when he was around. So coming to the main topic at hand, talking about this perfume, irony, I say irony because it says intense. Okay, it says intense, but the color is kind of light orange, right? Usually intense is the bottle that's more darker and more, how to say, intense, something it might associate something like dark like this. So okay, that's first thing. Appearance, right? They didn't mess much with the design bottle. There's no need to. Why waste money? Okay, it's an iconic bottle. It's a simple bottle. It gets the job done. Fine, no issues with that. The light tangerine orange, it a bit does not vibe so well with the name Intense. It, in fact, maybe they call it Drakkar Light. It would have been suitable, I think. And then the box itself, you see the mark here. For some reason, I had a lot of difficulty. I think this is the first time I'm having difficulty opening a perfume box. So it might be my mistake, or maybe they should work on the manufacturing better. Otherwise, it's got price wise, you all know Drakkar is usually very reasonably priced. I think international market you can get it for $20-30. I got it for almost $70 US. Yeah, tell me about it. Okay, so it is what it is. So what's my take on it? Okay, before anything, maybe I'll just tell you about the notes that's inside it. Top it starts with the wormwood, coriander, rosemary, bergamot, and then a mid of clary sage, lavender, juniper berries, and a base of patchouli and sweet lavender. Okay, so these are and some moss as well. So these are the how to say components of this perfume. So those things, certain things like bergamot, lavender, wormwood, all was present also in the original, not to say original, the 82 Drakkar Noir, but this claims to be intense. So irony is that it's not intense. That's the problem. So it's got a decent opening. It's got a soapy feel and a citrusy vibe as it opens. But soon enough, it becomes a skin scent, and you got to bring your nose really close to your skin to smell it. So if you going out for a more romantic night, where I mean, maybe you want your date to smell you when you get close, okay, and you don't mind a more conservative, a bit more traditional type of scent, because your date might suddenly remember smelling this on older men, maybe the uncle and so on. So because it goes in that style, they maintain the theme. They're not modernizing it with, now everybody throws in some blue style into their perfume, right? Ambroxan and whatnot. So they've resisted that for better and worse, because another Ambroxan bomb, you're going to be tired of that, right? Everybody's like, ooh, But at the same time, Ambroxan and all these newer blends represents like modernity, right? So if you go back to the barbershop, then it's like, yeah, it can work either way. For somebody who's like quite young and who never exposed to barbershop, for them it might be, hey, this is new, right? But for many 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 people, they have elder relatives who smell this like this before, and so for them, wearing blue perfumes might be cliche, but they still associated you with a more like a in trend kind of a person, right? Rather than somebody who's retro. So yeah, that's where it at. But if you are a very cool dude, you're wearing some leather whatnot, you can, maybe you'll be able to pull it off. Okay, but to me, I'm asking myself, why do I need this when the legend, the good stuff is here? This is good stuff, man. And there's a reason why, because as I said earlier, Guy Laroche, even when he was around, there was about 7 perfumes in his time. And how many do you see in the market nowadays? This is pretty much the main thing that you see in the market. I know there are 1 or 2 other ones, the blue color one and so on, but this is, you ask the shop you ask the shop guys, they will say this one regularly gets sold out. Okay, this one is a thing. Okay, and I liked it as well, although this is like 1982 stuff. When I spray it on, I say, hey, this is good, it's nice, it's pleasant, it's something I'm going to throw in the in the glove box of my car, and sort of spray when I feel like it. Previously, my glove bag box was inhabited by a creature called Boss Bottle. I love Boss Bottle because it can take developing it. You put it under extreme heat, whatever, it keeps smelling the way it should. It doesn't get spoiled. And before that, I had Chanel Hello Homme Spot, the one with the red writing, right? The grey bottle, the red writing. It's got a tonka bean sweetish creaminess, which I like. They say it's better for smokers, but whatever, I just liked it. And of course, yeah, so happened that somebody decided to break my car window, and bye bye. What do you call it? Chanel. One thing, people really, you might think that some of the people are not so sophisticated. You might think burglars, or maybe some of the people who look not so sophisticated, don't really follow fashion, the more villagey folksy people or whatever, right? You see them just hanging around, but they're surprisingly knowledgeable, man, in this kind of things. Don't underestimate people, right? So how to say, yeah, don't judge people. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So basically, my channel was gone back in the day. And yeah, why did I go to the story? Oh, about maybe I should do a topic, guys, about perfumes which lived in my car's glove box. Yeah, that'll be an interesting topic. Okay, coming back to this, yeah, no, don't waste your money on this. That's my thought. I know that people who like it, it's a subjective thing. It's perfume after all. Go ahead, try it. It's not very expensive, and it's not nasty smelling. Okay, all those things are there. But and the other thing, do you know about all those? Some people talk about one trick ponies and artists who are like, what's the word for it? I can't remember. One hit wonders. That's right. So yeah, or it is genuinely like some directors, they make a very good stuff, like Francis Ford Coppola made Godfather, right? Then he made maybe a few movies, and then he's like, you already made the best by a culmination of maybe luck, time, circumstance, and your own effort, and all this blends together into this culminating point, your magnum opus. And then it's like, why do anything else? People are only going to compare and say it's not as good as that one, and a lot of hassle. You just continue making the classic, sit back, enjoy the reputation, enjoy the money coming in, and life is good for everybody. The consumer's happy. So why do all these experimentations, right? So what do you all think about that? Should certain classics just be left alone, or is there any kind of justification for some new flankers, new styles on the original, or should they make more effort to just start a new line, for example? I mean, I guess share your thoughts, guys. So for me, I'm open. They can do anything they want, unless they're very confident that they, especially when they're touching classics, that they really got something new to bring to the table. They should wise to just leave it alone. Movies are a good example. You know how majority of sequels are in the dump, except for, I think, very very, maybe you can count in your fingers, sequels which are better than the original. Do share those too, because I do like movies, although like it's been years since I like properly sat down and watched a movie. But if there's something like that, I would be definitely interested to catch up with it if I ever get the time. So okay, guys, that's it. So in summary, I'll give this I don't know, 1.5 or 2 out of 5, I guess. I think this is this is not doing it for me, man. That's it. I told you the notes. I told you the more traditional take of things, and the irony of it saying intense and not being really strong or projecting. So yep, that's a summary. That's it, guys. That's the review. Take care. Bunch love. Bye bye. Scenthound.